Potential fallout over Mayor Mamdani's Tax the Rich plan. One of his social media videos could be impacting a major redevelopment project in Midtown.
A billionaire is threatening to cancel a construction project because the mayor taxed his second home,
which hedge fund CEO Ken Griffin bought for $238 million.
The tax funds childcare for working families, free buses for 8.5 million people, neighborhood safety, one billionaire's feelings versus all of that. Here is how that choice looks.
This pied-à-terre tax is specifically designed for the richest of the rich, those who store their wealth in New York City real estate, but who don't actually live there.
Ken Griffin bought a $238 million penthouse in New York City. He lives in Miami. He is now threatening to cancel a construction project because the mayor had the nerve to point at that apartment and say it should be taxed.
Threatening to not go forward with his planned project in Midtown Manhattan. That would create, he says, 15,000 permanent jobs.
This is what billionaire political leverage looks like. Build something big, then threaten to walk away the moment anyone asks you to contribute. Here are the verified facts. The pied-à-terre tax targets second homes worth more than $5 million owned by people whose primary residence is outside New York City. It covers 13,000 units. It is projected to raise $500 million a year. That money is earmarked for free childcare, street cleaning, and neighborhood safety. Not for bureaucrats, not for waste. For the things working-class New Yorkers have been told for decades, there is no money to fund. Griffin bought his penthouse for $238 million in 2019.
That home, when it was purchased, was the most expensive home in the United States of America.
He lives in Miami. He is not a New York City resident. He is exactly the person this tax was designed for. Someone who stores wealth in New York City real estate, benefits from its infrastructure, its culture, and its institutions, and pays taxes somewhere else. Citadel's COO said Griffin paid $2.3 billion in city and state taxes over 5 years and gave $650 million in charitable gifts. Those are real contributions. They are also the contributions of a company with $51 billion in assets. And they do not exempt anyone from a tax on a $238 million apartment that sits empty most of the year while working families pay 40% of their income on rent in the same city. The threat to cancel the Park Avenue project is real. It should be taken seriously. It should also be seen for what it is: a billionaire using 21,000 jobs as leverage to avoid a tax bill on a second home. That is not civic responsibility. That is a negotiating tactic. Mamdani was asked if he regrets the video. He said no. A political analyst called that unwise. But Mamdani was not elected to make billionaires comfortable. He was elected by 8.5 million people who cannot afford to live in the city that those billionaires profit from. $500 million a year could fund childcare, faster buses, and safer, cleaner neighborhoods. Money New Yorkers were told did not exist is sitting in luxury second homes. Ken Griffin can build or walk away. Working families in the Bronx, Brooklyn, and East Harlem still remain. Zohran Mamdani says the money is there, and he is not apologizing for pointing at it.